What is up, everyone? My name is Kim. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. If you're new here, thank you so much for checking me out. Today I am going to be unboxing and trying out a new brand for me. They are called Me Across, and this is their cat eye gel polish set. I was able to use these polishes to create this set right here. I think that it came out so cute. It was so easy to do. That's the best part. So if you guys want to see how I did it and you want to see what these polishes are talking about, then definitely just keep on watching. So when you first open up the box, you get some instructions. You get a double-sided magnet, and you get, of course, the 6 polishes. The polishes are 8 ml, and the whole set cost me $20.68 after shipping and tax. This is what the magnet looks like in more detail. It has one wide side and one smaller side. The consistency of the polish is a little loose, but that's okay. That's going to help the glitter move around once we start using that magnet. This first color here is number 60. They don't have any names. They just are going to go by numbers. So when it comes to using the magnet, there's not really too much to it. You just want to make sure you remember to use it before you cure the polish. It's not going to work for you after. And you want to just play around with it. You can use either side, get really close to it, and just see what kind of shapes come up for you. And this color here is number 61, by the way. This is 62. $63. $64. And finally, 65. And here are those colors after I did a second coat and put some top coat on. I really love the color scheme of this set. It's different than any other cat eye set I have ever bought. So for the tips today, I'm using these Aprés Gel-X nail extensions. These were designed by Britney Tokyo, and I'm going to be using Aprés 4-step dupe method to adhere these on. If you guys don't know who Britney Tokyo is, by the way, definitely go check her out on Instagram. She is the most amazing nail tech. I love these tips that she created because it takes the work out of having to, you know, carve that heart out yourself. If you're a beginner or you're just not so good with an e-file, that can be a little hard. She also did some that have some star cutouts, and those are really cute too. But as far as sizing, there's not really much to it. You want to make sure that it's going sidewall to sidewall, and if you're in between sizes, always go a size up. After that, we are moving on to prep. You will start by pushing your cuticles back. I'm not going to do that today because I do it for every single set. Next, I'm going to cut my nails down, make sure they're all even. I am going to rough up my natural nail just a tiny bit. I don't want to weaken my nail, and this is going to help with adhesion. After that, we take all the dust off, and we are ready to start the Aprés dupe method. So the first thing we're going to do is go in with a layer of dehydrator. Next is a layer of primer, and we're going to let that dry. Third step is to go in with some of that extension gel and put a thin layer on your natural nail. You're going to cure that for a minute. After that, and this is more so if you want to keep your set on for longer than 2 weeks, you're going to take a thin bit and rough up the inside of this gel extension. I'm going to skip that part because I'm not too much concerned with the longevity, but just know that that is necessary if you want, you know, your set to last longer than a week. So I skipped that step and I went right into taking some of that extension gel and putting it on the inside of the tip. So you're basically covering everywhere where your natural nail is going to be. You're going to take that and press it up against your cuticle and push down. Once you see all the air bubbles come out, you are going to step into the light. And a little tip, as you can see here, you want to make sure that your light is on already as you approach it, because as you guys see, as you go to press it, you might move your tip around a little bit. Not too much of a big deal. You can work around it, but for the best, you know, non-bubble execution, definitely make sure your light is on. And I left this here in real time so you guys can see. It's super easy, it doesn't take long, and it took even less than 30 seconds to fully cure this nail on. This next one here is a little bit sped up, but it's the same steps again. I pressed it up against my cuticle, pushed down, all the bubbles came out, and I approached the light. And if you do get a little bit of bubbles, it's not the biggest deal, especially if you're going to go over it and polish. Literally, nobody will know but you. So I'm just going to let you guys watch me. It's basically the same steps over and over. Once I have all my nails on, I'm gonna make sure I step into my bigger light. Why do I keep saying step, guys? I'm literally sitting down. Just make sure you put your hand inside that light for at least a minute so you get a full cure, even though the flashlight was really doing its thing, you guys saw. But after that, I did my other hand off camera, and now I'm going to file and buff just so that I can get the most flushest cuticle that I can, just in case you had any seepage of extension gel as well. Once I'm done with that, again, I am going to make sure that all the dust is off my nail, and I'm going to clean the surface of my nail with some slip solution. So I ended up choosing number 65 from the set. I think this color is so beautiful. I did 3 coats of that. So we're going to repeat the same thing on my left hand. As far as base coat goes, I usually always skip it when it comes to artificial nails. I just don't see that it really makes a difference. I'm sure you guys are noticing that as I paint, it kind of pulls up on the underside of the nail. I'm going to show you guys how I get rid of that in a second. So I just took a napkin, folded it in half, and I got it thin enough so that it fit under the nail. You could also use a Q-tip. You could use any type of like really thin wooden stick, or there's a lot of different ways to do this. I want to remind you guys, remember to do your magnet design before you cure your nails. And definitely if you're going to do more than one coat, you don't have to do the design until you do your final coat. I think I was just magnet happy, so I think I did it after every one, but you really don't have to. Once those 3 layers are done, I'm going to go in with some top coat. I decided to use Aprés just to stay, you know, within the same brands. This set did not bring a top coat. If not, I would have definitely used that, because I think it's always smarter to use the top coat that is the same brand, obviously, as the polish. So you guys could totally stop there if you want. I think these polishes are extravagant enough so that you could do a plain set and they still really stand out. But I just love pink. I needed a pop of pink somewhere, so I decided to add some of these gems around the cuticles. These gems are definitely small enough so that a little bit of top coat can hold on to them, but if you're worried about, again, longevity, or you want them to be as secure as they can go in with like a gel pot glue. MAKARTT has a really good one, and yeah, but they should be good with top coat. So usually what I do with gem placement is do some quick cures after every nail, just so that it doesn't move around as I go on to the next one. But once I was done with the whole hand, I did one last layer of top coat, and after this is when I will fully cure my hand for about a minute, minute and a half, and that is to just make sure that everything is locked in. Follow that up with some cuticle oil. This is my favorite cuticle oil. It smells so good. I will link it down below. And here we have the final product, you guys. I think this set is super cute, pretty, dainty, girly. Like, I love the way that it came out. I want to show you guys in a different lighting because I think this is the one that really captures how unique these polishes are. I love this pickup. I recommend it to you guys. If you try it, let me see what it looks like. And thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.